Today I'm motivated to deep clean my bedroom. I do this usually about once a month, and I say usually only because I haven't done it probably since the last video where you saw me deep clean my room.
Even if I told you, now my heart has changed its mind.
I spend a lot of time in here because I work from home and this is where my little office area is. But as you can see from the state of my dresser, it has been very neglected lately.
Never meant to hurt you, never meant to make.
Normally I'm listening to an audiobook or music while I'm cleaning, but today I took a FaceTime break to talk to my daughter because she just got my granddaughter's first progress report from high school. She just started 9th grade this year and she's in a collegiate high school where she does high school credits and college credits at the same time. So when she graduates high school, she will have an associate's degree in business administration. So my daughter was calling to tell me that she has all A's and B's on her report card. And I'm super proud of her because not only is she just in this collegiate high school, but she's in all honors and AP classes. So she's doing hard work, you guys. Like, her school, when we did the application process, asked what kind of support she gets for homework and classwork and things at home. And I had to tell them, honestly, she gets no support at home because we don't know how to do that. She's a super smart cookie, and starting in middle school, she started taking all pre-AP and honors classes. And when she brings her schoolwork home, I would look at some of the stuff she was doing and just be like, I have no idea what that is. Anyway, my proud grandma moment is over. Back to the cleaning. As you can see here, I'm having to do like double duty work because my room is so dusty and dirty. I can't just spray everything down and clean it because I swear it would be like mud. So I'm having to dry dust it first and then use spray to clean everything after I dry dust.
Away, don't know where I'm heading, just know that I'm going, so I keep on walking away. I'm saying bye. I'm walking away, so slowly, I'm walking away, don't know where I'm heading, just know that I'm going, so I keep on walking away.
Lately, I've been thinking about taking the blinds out of my room and putting up curtains, but when I started cleaning these blinds, I kind of thought maybe that would be a bad idea because as dirty as these blinds get, my curtains would be just as dirty, and those are much more difficult to clean because then you have to take them down and wash them. So I'm just kind of putting that off for now and contemplating whether or not I want to do that. But I think it would look so pretty in my room to have curtains, but then cleaning blinds like this, I'm just like, no, those curtains would be disgusting. My dog Snoop will lay here next to this window with his head on the windowsill. He just rests his little chin on the windowsill because his big fat head is too heavy to hold up or something. And he just lays there and looks out that window. So it gets his little nose mark and it gets his face mark, and the baseboards and windowsill, all of that gets a little more dirty than the rest of the room because this is where the dogs are sitting, sleeping, lying pretty much all day long while I'm working.
I grew up and I'm bitter. 0 out of 3 now. Thought that I'd be quicker, but I'm heading out that way for sure. Said that you'd be waiting, and now it's been too long.
I thought when I ran my finger across this that dust was going to come up. The dust is not even coming up. All of the other things that came up pretty easily, but on that little KVM switch thing there, it was like stuck to it for some reason.
No tomboy t-shirt.
This setup I have over here in the corner is my test environment, so I don't actually stand here and use this computer and use it. Even though it's like 4 steps away from my actual desk, I still remote into it, so I don't actually stand here and touch the keyboard or any of this, but I have it set up for a testing environment so that if me or any of my coworkers need to test or look at something, they can just remote into this workstation and not affect anything that is currently in production. We just use this for testing and implementing changes, and basically that's what a test environment is. Like, do this, see what happens, and then you don't mess up your real production computers. So I don't actually touch it a lot, and it just sits here and gets dusty, but it's very necessary, so I just dust it and keep it back here in this corner out of the way. These 2 boxes on my desk just hold random things that I don't really have any other place for. This one has all my contacts, and this one has sewing and makeup stuff that my granddaughter used to use when she was little. She's gonna be 15 in October, and that stuff has been in there since she was probably like 6 or 7.
I miss when we were teenage girls in our tomboy t-shirts.
I'm using e-cloth microfiber cloths for all of my dusting and cleaning today. This one in particular is the all-purpose one, and it has like a little scrubby side, probably for cleaning like your kitchen counters or your stovetop. It's like a little scrubbing pad or something that's on one of the corners, and it's especially helpful in my room here because, like I said earlier, the dogs spend a lot of time in here. So when they shake their head and slobber and I don't even know what else goes all over the place, there's like little particles of stuff stuck to the sides of my dressers, and the little scrubby thing is really helpful to get that off.
I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? 'Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy.
This mirror was given to me by my grandmother probably 20 or 30 years ago. I remember when I was little seeing it hanging in her house. Back then it wasn't painted. I think she did some remodeling or redecorating in her house and had it painted. So when she gave it to me, it was this gold color, and I've never changed it. But I brought it with me to Texas, and I've hung it in every house that I've lived in since she gave it to me.
Trust, all the second chances, they are nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things
If you were to walk in my room and just look at it, it wouldn't look this dirty, but when you start getting down to the nitty-gritty and really deep cleaning, you really kind of find all of the nooks and crannies where that dust goes, and this 2-tiered tray is definitely a dust collector. I don't use these sprays or perfume very often. If I go out, I do sometimes, but even then I forget about them because I don't leave my house very often. I work from home every day.
you could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top.
When I put this letterboard above my desk, I thought that I was going to change it every week and have something witty or funny or snarky or punny, and I was going to put it up there and change the saying every week. Nobody sees it but me, so I decided, okay, well, I'm going to change it every month. Well, that didn't happen either, so now I change it a couple times a year. I found this little letterboard saying thing on Pinterest last year, and I put it up right around fall because it covers fall, Halloween, and that'll take me up until Christmas, so I don't have to worry about changing it again for a couple months.
List of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list.
One of the things I love about this duster that I'm using is that it's reusable and washable. So as I'm cleaning my room, I'm just sucking all the dust out of it because, as you can tell, it gets pretty full pretty quick. So I'm just vacuuming it out, but when I'm finished, I'm going to pull the little duster cloth off of the handle and toss it in the wash, and you just reuse it over and over again. It's been really durable. I think I've had it probably at least 2 or 3 years now.
When I come back, you've heated up the South Pole. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I run away, hit the road, and almost died, but I keep turning back.
Can you guys see the amount of dust that's actually on this nightstand here? Let me give you a close-up. There's a lot. That definitely explains why my allergies were acting up this week. I think cleaning my room stirred up all the dust and dander and the things that I'm allergic to, so that triggered a little allergy attack that I had. But I'm definitely glad that I finally got this taken care of because it had been bothering me for a while. Just being able to see the dust is what bothered me, not my allergies.
And I am going mad just like you knew I would. You're reading me like an open book. You know me better than
I don't use this clock for anything other than the projection on the ceiling. As you can see, it's got like a little, I don't know, you see on the right hand side, it's like a little projector thing, and it projects the time on the ceiling. So when I'm lying in bed at night, I don't have to actually turn and look at the clock. I just look up at the ceiling.
my head is spinning on my shoulders. So what's the use of trying, baby? All the ways they lead to you. You're like a
I've had this black furniture in my room for several years now. The IKEA dresser that's on the other side of the room, I've had that for about 10 or 11 years. And the shoe stand I've had maybe about 3 or 4 years. All of the black furniture in my room is nice and I really love it, but it shows dust so much. Even after I went through and I did this major cleaning in my room, after a day or two, you can see like little dust particles settling on the furniture. I'm not really sure if that's good or bad because it's gonna settle on your furniture no matter what color it is, but you can see it a lot more when it's black.
just like a boomerang. I keep on spinning for you. Like a boomerang. I keep on spinning like a This town's so lame, I'm feeling so wired. It's 4 a.m., I'm not even tired. We're in your car, we can drive away. Oh yeah, we're almost there. I'm loving this feeling of something new. Just right what I needed. Take me there, we can drive away. Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio.
This basket and this bag is where I keep all of the things that I need to return and the things that I toss out of my closet that I want to donate, like that shirt that I had on in the last video. That's in this basket. Here's a few clips of my room, nice and clean after I'm finished with everything. Now, of course, this was days ago. It definitely does not look like this now. There's stuff piled on the dresser and I've been working here for a week. I also would like to clean up those cables at some point because that also bothers me, but that's another project for another day. Thank you again for sticking with me to the end and watching my videos. I do appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe, and I'll see you next week.